We're going to do a first look on the Star Model BM pistols. These are Spanish Civil Guard trade-ins or Spanish police officer guns. The ones that I got looks like they range from 76 to 1978. I got 5 total. This is just 3 of them here. You can see the differences in the cardboard box. So the 76s I noticed, and I think the early 77s had the green inside, and then the late 77s and 78s had the blue. I'm not sure what year they went to the plastic cases, but we're going to take a couple of these guns apart and just look them over and just kind of see what you get. These guns are an extremely high value, and what I mean by value is the price you pay and what you get. So something like, I don't know, a Sky CPX2 may also be considered an okay value. You get high capacity, a lightweight gun, and a low price. So these guns are going to be just about the same price, and in my opinion, a lot higher quality. So these guns are $200 before shipping and fees, and you get the gun in a box with a cleaning rod and 1 magazine. So the magazines are not hard to get, but you know, you're not going to find them in stores. You can add an extra $20 to most places when you order these guns and get an extra magazine. They're starting to already dry up. AIM Surplus has already run out of them. I think Classic is almost out. There's a few other places that still have them, but I'm not going to really give you a whole lot of specs. We're just kind of doing a first look. So it looks like the guns, all the guns that I got that had the blue inside here, had a paper copy of the original manual, but the older ones had the actual manual. And everything is in Spanish, and it's proper Spanish. Looks like pretty well done manual, and it smells amazing. Definitely smell one of these. One of the ones that I got, a 1978 model, came with this, and I thought that was really cool. I haven't translated everything, but I think it's either the receipt from when the guns were exported, or it could be the receipt from when the firearm was turned in. I think this maybe is employee, Raúl Huertos Balbontin, and then you have a date of 1995. But it's interesting, there's also a date of 96. So I'm not sure what this is. I'll translate it later on, but I thought that was pretty cool. So here, let's see. I think this is the... So oldest to newest, we have this one here, which was made in 76 and has a pretty early serial number. You can see 00681. The one that came in this box was in the is a 444 serial number. So this one is pretty early, and it shows some good wear on it, but everything is broken in really well. The safety feels nice. Can operate it really easily. Some of the other ones, I had a hard time doing it with my thumb. Magazine release is on the right side with the slide stop slide released. You have a textured hammer here, and then really basic sights. Some people are not going to like the sights. Extremely basic, and the trigger pulls vary on all of them. So two of the guns were right around 2.5 pounds, and then some of them were up there a little bit higher. So finish on them is all pretty good. These were all just labeled good condition, not very good, but labeled good condition. So you can see there's some holster wear on the blued finish, and I have one of these guns that I went ahead and took apart and cleaned up really well, and it turned out super nice. Stamped BM down there at the bottom, and then they have a little star up there in the front. Let's go ahead and take one of these guns apart. So to take it apart, you're going to drop the magazine. Oh, and by the way, some of these guns, the magazines don't drop free, but some of them do. So this one is one that does not drop free, and I'll show you how you can fix that. There's also a magazine disconnect safety. So if you don't have a magazine in, you can't pull the trigger. So to take this thing apart, I'm gonna go all the way back and use the safety to lock the slide back. Then it's as easy as pushing that thing out right there, and then bringing it forward. This one inside has pretty minimal wear on it, really not much at all. Take our guide rod and recoil spring and then rotate that forward. We're going to turn this bushing counterclockwise a tiny bit and pull that out, and it's going to slide forward very similar to a 1911 once you unlock it by pushing that up. All the guns that I've taken apart look pretty good inside. The oldest one I got actually has the least amount of wear inside, so I thought that was pretty interesting. You have a spring-loaded firing pin, and there's really not too much to disassembling this thing. Now, if you want to take it completely apart, to take the firing pin out is a pretty big job. You've got to remove the rear sight, which is staked in most cases. So, I don't know, try to avoid doing that if you can. But there's the inside there. The heat treat on the hammer is pretty. So let's take this side grip off real quick, and there's a piece that we can pull out to deactivate the magazine safety and make the magazines drop free. Alright, so on this side over here you can see the magazine safety, which is right here. And what it does is it gets in the way whenever you're trying to pull the trigger. So if I drop the magazine out, let's see if I can show you this here. So I drop the magazine out. Now this bar has fallen down and it's in the way there. When the magazine's in, it's up and lifted out of the way. See that? So to remove it and make the magazines drop free, we'll remove the other side of the grip. And we're going to push that bar out from this side. It just slides right out, just like that. Piece of cake. So that's nice because if you ever want to reinstall it to make it original, you can do so. So by pulling that out, it makes the magazines drop free. And then if you look down on here, you can see the date, 1977. On the older ones, I think they had the dates over here behind the grip towards the rear, if I'm not mistaken. Now, one thing to note, whenever you have the grips off, if you rotate the safety, you can actually lose that detent. And it looks like this. So if you do lose it, that's what it looks like. But what you got to do is slide it down inside there and then get you a razor blade or a flathead screwdriver and push it down without letting it go flying and slide that safety back into place. So just something to be careful of if you have the slide off and the grips off at the same time. So there's your first look at the Star Model BM right out of the box. Really nice little handgun, and I think if you're looking for a budget gun, maybe something to leave in the truck, or if you just don't have a lot of money for your first gun, this is a really, really good choice. I think it's going to put you ahead of the curve, because if you're looking in the $200 to $250 range, you're going to see high points, something like a Jimenez, maybe a Sky CPX2, something along those lines, and this gun will blow them all out of the water. Yes, it's a single stack, but the quality is there. Quality and reliability. I think if this was a brand new gun on the market, this would be something in around $600 or $700 range. So you're getting something that has some wear on it and that's used, but a lot higher quality firearm and a lot more value. Something that I think is going to last a whole lot longer than some of the cheaper guns or the guns that are in this price range. If you have any questions about what you saw today, put it in the comments. I'll get those other two videos coming out pretty soon. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.